And mic check 1 2 1 2. And mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Is it all right? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Apache video auction here for the week of March the 18th. We're going to offer just over 1,000 head here in the next little bit. There's 11 lots today, 16 loads altogether. Our first contract will be 12,135, consigned by T3 Cattle, selling 90 head of steers, 148 to 50,000 pound load with a base weight of 550. These cattle are located at the ranch 7 miles west of Ringling, Oklahoma, approximately 95 miles southeast of Apache. The cattle are 80% black or black white face. The mount's going to be red or Charlet colors, 85% an English exotic with 15% showing 1/8 to 1/4 blood Bremer influence or less. All purchased locally to their area, medium frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 23rd through March the 27th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've been vaccinated with the one shot for the BVD. They've also had a black leg, been dewormed with valbazin. These cattle gathering early off the wheat, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 7 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Cattle all weaned for 90 days or longer at delivery time. They've been tested. They'll be PI negative. They were check weighed on March the 17th, and 25 head at that time grossed 552. They'll sell with a 25-cent slide up or down with a 35-pound weight stop on the top side. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Colonel. 465.
And 465 down. Money's on up here. $7 down. 467. And 467. Bid it down. $7 up here. $7. And 790. Now 70. And $471. Web is out at $1. 471 and 471 both of you out on the web and 471 $2 down 3 and 473 Darcy down 2 bid it down web is out at 73 and 472 bid it down 2 down and 472 to a hand then down 2 down webs out again and 472 2 down 2 down 472 down hand down 3 and 473 down 3 Yanake down 3 doing a hand down 3 sold a cattle to you 472 and a half. Thank you, Darcy, on the web. All right, our next contract, 12,136, consigned by Bill Trobe, selling 148 head of steers, 248 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 635. Located right over here at Carnegie, Oklahoma, approximately 30 miles northwest of Apache. The previous lot will sell. The cattle are going to be 85% black. The mount's going to be red or Charlet colors, 80% an English exotic with 20% showing 1/8 blood Bremer influence or less. All purchased locally right here in southwestern Oklahoma. Medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date March the 19th through March the 25th. The cattle have not been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on short wheat pasture. Now, it's been terribly dry in that area. Tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had all the vaccinations. The cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling to local scales and weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. They'll sell with a 16-cent slide up or down with a 35-pound weight stop on the top side, and there's a darn good set right there now.
Nice cattle, 2 loads, 415.
And $415 down, $17 down, 16 bid, $17 down, 416 down, 17, 18, and 418 bid it down, 90 down, $20 down, 20, 20, 20 down, 19 bid, 20, 21, and 421 $2 down, 30, 4, and 24 bid it down, 4 to bid down, 5, 20, 4, now 5. And $425 down, 40 then 5 ma'am down, 6 here, and 25 6 and 7 down, 9 and $429 30 and $429 bid it down, $30 down, 30 down, 9 hand, not 30 and $429 half, down $30 down, 30 biddy down, 30, 30, 30, 30, 99, 30, and 429 hand biddy down, $30 down, 30 down, 30 down, $30 down, web sound down 30, and 429 hand bid down 30, sold the cattle to you for 29 and a half. All right, next consignment. Contract number 12,137, consigned by D&S Cattle, selling 71 head of steers.
Sell 'em. Thank you, Bill.
The previous lot will sell. Thank you, Mr. Trobe. Selling 71 head of steers, 148 to 50,000 pound loaded cattle with a base weight of 700 even, located at the ranch right there 20 miles southwest of Wichita Falls, Texas, approximately 85 miles south of Apache. They're 40% black hided. The balance is going to be black or black white face, 40% red or Charlotte colors, 20% off colors. 90% of the cattle showing 1/4 blood Bremer influence or less, and 10% showing 3/8 or less. All originating from the state of Florida, medium frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 23rd through March the 27th. The cattle have been implanted and the cattle will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture and hay. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've been vaccinated with the Bovishield Gold, in the back beef, Vision 7 with Sominus, and deworm with Safeguard. These cattle will gather early, drive to the pens, and then weigh with a 2% shrink on the ground. The cattle have been turned out 120 days or longer at delivery time. There's one with a short tail. The cattle were check weighed on March the 16th that at that time grossed 690 pounds. They'll sell the 12-cent slide. Starting there at the base weight, we'll use a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop on the top side. So standard slides for the base weight.
Yes, sir. 330.
330, $31 on the bottom, on the money, $1 on the bottom, $2 down, 13, 35, and 335, bid it down, 7, and 337, bid it down, and 330, he here down 9, yeah, Darcy down 9, and 8 to 9, 38 to 9, and 330, he bid it down, sold the cattle to you, 338. Thank you, Brian. On the web. All right, now we're going to work for the Harbachi family right here at Apache, Oklahoma. This will be contract number. The previous lot will not sell. This is contract number 12,138, selling 128 head of steers, 248 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 750. Located right here at Apache, Oklahoma. They're 85% black hided, 15% red or Charlotte colors, 75% will be an English exotic with 25% showing a 1/8 blood Bremer influence or less. All purchased right here locally to our area, medium to large frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 20th through March the 27th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on short wheat pasture, been terribly dry in our area. Tipped or dehorned if necessary. They had 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. These cattle will gather early, loading on a buyer's truck, hauling to local scales, then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. They PI all their cattle, and these cattle will all be PI negative. Selling with the standard slides of a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop. Cattle weighing 750, Justin. 352 down, 3 down, bonus on up here down, 3, 53, 54 down, 45, and 355 here down, 9, and 359, stick it down, 60 down, $61, $2 down, 3, and 2 to 3 down, 4 down, 64 to $5, 4 bid 5 down, $6, and 65 bid it down, asking 367 to the web, and 66 and down 7, 7 half, not 8, and 67 and a half, D down, D down, down, D and a half here down, 68 and a half, and 69 down, 9 and a half, down, $70 down, $70, and and 69 and a half. Yeah, Kelly 70 down, 70 and a half, and 370, 70 hand down $1, 71 up here, hand of 1, and 370 and a half, 1 and a half, and 71 1 half. Yeah, Darcy now 1 half, hand down 71 woman half, and 371 bid it down, 1 up here and a half, and down $1 down, half a dollar down, 371 1 and a half. Sold to you 371. Thank you, Brian, on the web. All right, going to work now for Jared Wadle. This will be contract number 12,139. Selling 128 head of steers, 248 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 760. The previous lot will sell. Thank you to the Harbachi family right here with us today. Located at the ranch right there, Cordell, Oklahoma, approximately 60 miles northwest of Apache. They're 85% black-hided. The bound's going to be red or Charlotte colors, 70% an English exotic with 30% showing 1/8 blood primary influence or less. All purchased locally right here in southwestern Oklahoma, medium to large frame, light to medium flesh. Delivery date March the 27th through March the 20th, through March the 27th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on short wheat pasture. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had all the shots. They'll gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling to the local scales there, and weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. They'll sell with a 12-cent slide, Justin, with a 25-pound weight stop there on the top side.
Yes, sir. 355.
355 down, money's on up here, down, 6 and down, 57, and 358, $60 down, asking 360, no one, and 60, $61, $2 down, $3 down, 3 to 2, asking 3, no 4, and $65, Web is out at 5, fellas. And 64 now $5 now 5. Thank you now. $66 now 7. Down 7. And 368 $9 now 9. And 69 here down 9 down $70 $70 $1 370 71 and $2 down 373 I'm 2 with the lady asking 3 to you. Now 4. And $374 Weber's down at 74 and 373 now 4. Thank you now $5 now 75 now $6 down 6 here and 75 bid it down 77 377 and 6 here down 7. She bid 7 down 7 up here now 7. Thank you, Brian D. And 378 $9 down 80 and $380 down $80 now $1 380 81 and $81 $2 down 382 and $81 $2 down 381 $2. Sold them to you 381. Thank you, Brian, on the web. All right, next contract, 12,140, working for DTE Land and Cattle.
Sell 'em, Colonel.
The previous lot will sell, selling 67 head of heifers, 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 725. Located right there at the ranch at Hinton, Oklahoma, approximately 50 miles north of Apache. These cattle are going to be 100% black-hided, 100% English exotic, all home raised. Medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date March the 21st through March the 27th. They have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture, tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. Cattle gathering early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling to the local scales, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Heifers will be guaranteed open, of course. They'll sell with a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop on the top side. Base weight here, 725, all home raised. Justin?
345.
345 down. Money's on up here. 45 $6 and $7 down 47. No implants whatsoever. 48 and 7 bid it down $9 $50 and $350 now $9 Weber's out of 50 $51 $2 down $3 down 3 and 52 bid it down 3 Yana Brian 2 bid it down 352 no 3 and 52 bid it, down 3, down 4, now 4 to bid, $5, now $6, and $355 bid, yeah, Darcy now $6 down, $7, and 6 here now, $7, take it now, D down, D down, 57 bid it now, D, yeah, Darcy, and $357, $60, and $360 down, yeah, Darcy now $60 down, down up here now 60, and $359 bid it down, no implants, $59 down, 60, and $359, 60, $61, $2, and 1 down, 2 down, 1 up here to 2, yeah, Darcy down 61 bid it down, 1 up here to 2, and $362 bid it down, Darcy you're out now, 1 to the bottom 2, and $361 bid it down, 2 down, tier down, 1 to 2, sold the counter to you, 361. Thank you, Brian, on the web. All right, now we're going to work for Colt Morrison. This will be contract number 12,141. The previous lot will sell. We're offering 75 head of heifers right here, 148 to 50,000 pound loaded cattle with the base weight of 700 even, located at the ranch, Duval, Oklahoma, approximately 60 miles south of Apache. There's 75% black or black white face, 25% red or Charlie colors, 70% being an English exotic with 20% showing 1/8 blood or less, 10% 1/4 or less. These cattle all purchased right off the ranches out of eastern Texas. Medium to large frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 20th, a single day delivery. No implants and the cattle will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture, have been tipped or dehorned if necessary. 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. The cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling in approximately 8 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. They've been turned out on the wheat for the last 120 days. They'll be guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop there on the top side.
Nice cattle. 335.
335 down, the money's on up here now, 5 bid it down, $7 down, 337, and 6 bid down, 7, $9 now, 40, and $340 down, 40, well, Brian, take it now, $1, 40, 41, and $340, yeah, Darcy now, 40, 41, $41, and $340 down here, 1 bid it down, $2 down, well, now 3, and $343, down, 44, and 3 bid it down, $4 now, $5 now, 44, $6 down, 7, and $347 now, 6 and 7, down, run the Brian down, D, and 7 bid it down, D, down, 7.5, Brian. I've got the lady beside me at 7, ask her 7.5, and 347, 7.5 now, out, Brian now, 47, 7, under the banner, 7 up here and a half, and 347 bid it down, half down, $0.50, yeah, the Brian down, 7 up here and a half, and $347 down, here down, 7 bid it down, 7 up here and a 7, under the banner, last call, and 347, 7.5, webs out, down, 7 bid it down, 7 half. Sold the cattle to you, 347. All right, now we're going to work, be another lot consigned by Colt Morrison, contract number 12,142. The previous lot will sell. We're offering 72 head of heifers in this lot. 148 to 50,000 pound loaded cattle with a base weight of 700 even. Located once again right there at Duval, Oklahoma, approximately 60 miles south of Apache. There's 60% black or black white face, 30% Charlotte colors, 10% will be red or brown hided, 45% showing 1/8 blood or less, 45% 1/4 or less, 10% 3/8 or less. Once again, purchased off of ranches out of eastern Texas. Medium to large frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 20th, single day delivery. No implants on the cattle will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. These cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 8 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. These cattle will have been pinned for 1 week at delivery time. Turned out on wheat for 120 days. They'll be guaranteed open, selling with a standard size of a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop. So they will be gathered about a week early. The cattle have been turned out 120 days.
330.
330, 31, $2 on the money, beat it down, $2 down, $3 down, 333, and 2, 3, $4 down, 40 and 334. The web is out at $4 down, 5, and 335, beat it down, 5 here, down, $6 down, 5 up here, 7, and you're out here now, 339 and D beat it down $40 down 340 and 9 beat it down 40 Wild Brian down 40 49 up here now 40 and 339 bid down 40 $41 $2 down 2 and 341 $2 down 1 up here with 1.5 help you Brian and 341 1 hand thank you sir 2 woman and a 2 and 341 1/2 yeah name me now 2 bid it down woman and a 2 sold the cattle to you 341 1/2 thank you Brian on the web. All right, now we're going to work for the Brady Ranch. This will be contract number 12,143. Selling 60. The previous lot will sell. We're selling 66 head of heifers in this lot. 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 760. Located at the ranch, 12 miles northeast of Ringling, Oklahoma, approximately 115 miles southeast of Apache. They're 80% black or black whiteface. Bound's going to be red or Charolais colors. 90% an English exotic, with 10% showing 1/8 to 1/4 blood primary influence or less. All purchased locally to their area. Medium frame, medium flesh. Delivery date March the 20th through March the 23rd. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture right now, and then they're also being supplemented with ground hay and commodity feed, about 12 pounds daily until delivery. Cattle have been tipped or dehorned if necessary. Have had all their shots and also been boosted. They will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 20 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Cattle will check weight on March the 16th. At that time, gross 760 pounds. Cattle will be turned out at least 100 days at delivery time. They'll be guaranteed open. These cattle just came off the wheat pasture this previous Monday, selling with a standard slides for the base weight of a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop, and they'll be guaranteed open.
Nice cattle, 328.
320 heat and $9 down time beat it down $30 down 20 30 31 and 330 31 beat it down $2 down 31 run around 2 and down $3 Darcy down $33 now $4 down Darcy we're out 333 beat it down $4 down 40 and a $5 now, $5 now, $6 and 35 bid it down, Yana Darcy down, 35 $6 now, 7 7 and 337 Brian down, thank you sir, 8 Yana Darcy now, D and 37 bid it down, D $9 and 339 $9 and 39 Brian down D bid down here $9 338 9 and 38 bid it down $9 now $40 down $40 Brian we're out and 39 bid it down $40 down 90 down 40 down $40 down 39 bid it $40 now 330 down 40 sold the cattle to you 339 thank you Darcy. All right, now we're going to work right over here at Carnegie, Oklahoma. Previous lot will sell, offering contract number 12,144, consigned by Justin Kirkendall and Apache Grazing. We're selling 171 head of heifers, 3 48 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 835. Once again, located right over here at Carnegie, Oklahoma, approximately 30 miles northwest of Apache. There's 75% black-eyed. Bound's going to be red or Charolais colors. 75% an English exotic with 20% showing 1/8 or less, 5% 1/4 or less. all purchased locally right here in southwestern Oklahoma. Medium to large frame, medium flesh, delivery date March the 20th through March the 28th. They have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on short wheat pasture and supplemented with hay. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. 2 complete rounds of vaccinations on board. They will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling to the local scales, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. The heifers will, of course, be guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop on the top side. Here's a dandy good set.
Yep. 3 loads, 310.
310 bid, $11 down, $11 tier down, $12 down, 12 bid down, 12, $12 down, 311 down, 12, 13, and 313 bid down, 13 down, 14 bid down, 13, 14, 15, and $315 bid down, 15, $15 down, 15, 16, and 15 ham down, 16, and 315 ham down, $16 bid down, I'm on the web, you're out. And 16 half, and 316 bid it down, half here down, $16 down here down, half down, 16 half, and 316 half down, 17 down, 17 and a half down, 17 half, and $317 bid it down, half brown down, 18 down, $18 down, 17 and 17 half, yeah, Brian down, $18 bid it down, $18 down a half down, 18 half, and $318 bid it down, half here down, half a dollar down, 18 half, and yeah, Sherry down, 18 half down, $318 bid it down, 18 half, and $318 bid it down, half here down, half a dollar down, 18 half down, 18 down, 19, and $319 bid it down, 90 dollar down, 19 half, and you bid. Okay, I'm at 18 and a half, asking Brian 19 to you. And 18 hand down, $19 down. The figures you see on your screen is incorrect. I'm at 318 and a half. You bet. 18 and a half, asking 19 on the web. And 18 hand down, $19 bid it down, $90 down a half hand down, 19, yeah, Sherry down, 19 half, and 319 down, tear down, half a dollar down, $20 down, 20 down, 19 down, 20 down, 20 half, and 320 and a half here down, 20 bid it down, 20 half down, 20 50, and 320 down, half, yeah, Sherry down, half a dollar down, 320 bid in, 20 half. Sold the cattle to you, 320. Thank you, Brian, on the web. All right, a final consignment right here by the Nunn Brothers at Apache, Oklahoma. This will be contract number 12,000. Previous lot will sell. There's this contract number 12,145, consigned by the Nunn Brothers, selling 64 head of heifers, 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 750. These cattle located at the ranch right here at Apache, Oklahoma. 80% black hides, balance going to be red or Charlotte colors. 80% will be an English exotic, with 20% showing 1/8 blood Bramer influence or less. All purchased locally right here in our local market. Medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date May the 10th through May the 25th. The cattle have not been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture, tipped or dehorned if necessary. 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. The cattle will gather early, loading on a buyer's truck, hauling to the local scales, and weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Once again, guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop there on the top side.
325.
325 down. Money's on up here. Nice set. Looky there. And 326 and 7. 6 here down 7. And 329 330 to the web down 29 up here 30 and 330 down 31 $2 down, $1 bid it down 2 and 332. Thank you down 3 33 Darcy down 2 bid it down 30 and 30 and 30 and 30 and 34 and 334 40 bid a 5 40 and a 5 and 335 bid it down $6 down 7 and 337 down Darcy down 7, down 7, and 337. Brian, you and Sherry are both out. And 7, bitty down, D, dollar down, D, D, 9, dollar 9, D, 9, and 339. Darcy down, D, 9, dollar 9, 40, and 340, 40, down, 40, bitty down, 40, dollar down, 1, 41, and 340, 41, 2, dollar down, 41, 2, 3, and 343, yeah, Brian down 3, and 2, bid it down, 43, Darcy, you're out. Brian, yeah. 42, bid it down 3, 343, last call down 3, 3. Sold account to you, 342 on the web. Thank you, Sherry. That does represent our final lot for today. Want to invite everybody to our upcoming special cow sale. That'll be on April the 25th right here at Apache. If you'd like to know more about it, we'll start about 12:30. Prior to that, we'd love to have you. So thank you and have a great afternoon.